And then he talks about like this stupid show. Like the white guy asked him one time, "Did I show you the one where he was like, what animal do you fear the least or whatever?" And then the white guy was like, "Fish." And he's like, no, like an animal. And he's like, "Fish." And he's like, "No, like an animal, like a lion." And he's like, "Dude, fish is an animal. Like, what are you talking about?" So anyway, it's just
yeah. I just think that I guess it's just my preference because like those are the ones that I like the best is when you're just like you said, like Joe Rogan or whatever, like when you're just listening to a conversation happen without a lot of other things. Like I definitely feel like if we have like a point to make, we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially for the first, it's like it doesn't need to be we have to have 5 topics to talk about every single time.
Right.
I was thinking like if we have at least just one, then that just gives us kind of a starting point that we can then move on to other things with or whatever.
Like how ridiculous it is that we're driving to Barstow.
Yes.
Or Yermo, which is past Barstow.
Yeah, I say Yermo.
This is like the stupidest drive ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I don't like I said, I don't care about not talking about real estate. We can talk about real estate. Like, it'll come up for sure because that's what we do, and so I just don't want it to be like a force. I don't want it to sound like an ad every time we're doing it. Because
do we though? Sometimes I feel like I just sit there and I just like, what am I doing? All we do is chase people to sell or buy a house. Like, hey, you called in.
Thank you.
Or you typed in your information.
You typed in every one of those fields.
And then when I call you,
you act like
tell me to F off.
You act like you've never heard of a phone call before.
And I'm like, but you entered your information to sell your house within the next 6 to 12 months. And I'm just calling to ask you what you want to do because, whatever.
It's like, I don't know if you know this or not, but I can't sell your house today. Like,
no. I mean, like,
no, I know, but it's I think that people think that, like, oh, when you call them, they're like, no, I'm not selling my house right now. I was like, well, I know not right now, but, like, in a few months you might want to sell your house. Like, I just want to start figuring out what your situation is and, how it is that we actually can help you.
Yeah.
And they go, like, and they act like we're trying to, like, get in there and put a listing sign in their house, a for sale sign in their house, like, in 5 minutes. It's like, no.
Like yesterday, no. Yeah, like like one time I called the guy and he was like, "No, I'm not interested." And I was like, "Well, I got your information through such and such, and you entered your info. It said you're looking for a valuation." I said, "Look, if you just want a valuation, I'll give you a valuation. No pressure." Right? Like, and he's like, "Well, you can tell me what the house is worth. I just don't know what I'm going to do right now." I'm like, okay, well, that's the whole point.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly why we're here. Yeah, that's exactly why we're here. I don't expect you to sell your house today.
Have you tried these Zoas, dude? They are so good. It's come out, bro, so I let you try it. But
I wouldn't have tried it anyways.
Huh?
I wouldn't have tried it anyways.
No, you wouldn't have?
No.
Why?
I don't try things.
What? What do you mean?
I don't try things.
You just stick to what you like?
No. I'll try a new thing. I don't try things from people. People always say, "Oh, here, try this. This is really good." I go, "No, thank you."
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
I don't share things with people.
You could have waterfalled it in your mouth.
No, that doesn't. That's the same. Okay, that is the same fucking theory with water fountains. Everybody goes, "Oh, you can just drink out of water fountain." Nobody puts their mouth on it, except everybody's splashing all of their fucking mouth water all over the thing that's coming out that I have to drink out of.
You are very passionate about this.
I do not drink out of drinking fountains ever.
Neither do I.
I barely will use those water bottle refill things because, frankly, it feels like the water is going to splash into their used ass cup and the particles are going to go back up and touch the nozzle. That water.
Well, that's why the nozzle is like up there where you have to like look underneath.
I know, but
line up your bottle. Though I'm not so.
If I'm really thirsty, I will, and I mean, I gotta be really thirsty. Like 3 hours not having a drink of water.
Get your own canteen, bro.
Yes, that's why I drink all my own things. I do not do sharing. Everybody says, "Oh, here, try this. It's really good." I'd be like, I don't even drink after my kids. It's literally just my wife. Only person I'll drink after.
Gotcha.
Potential spam.
Well, this is the kind of thing that we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly the thing we're talking about.
Is this episode 001?
Jesus. No.
There's no episode numbers. It's just gonna be uh, bald in the Beardiful -1.
Bald
Episode 1. Oh, like Joe Rogan, episode 1. Yeah, he's like on episode 14,000 now.
Yeah. Is that guy getting on?
I'm going 75.
No, you're fine. I just
really not worried about.
no. Oh, there's 2 of them too.
No,
There's 3 of them.
I'm slowing down. Actually, I'm going 73 now.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering why all those people are hitting their brakes. There's like 5 of them right
I
there.
don't understand why people like. Okay, you're going we're all going 70. Like the speed limit's 70. We're all going just over the speed limit. Like my little thing is right between 70 and 75, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm probably going 72, 73, whatever. Because there's traffic in front of me.
Yeah.
You know, you can't see it with the camera because you're pointing it down. But my point is, everybody freaks out when they see highway patrol on the side. They're not looking for you, bro. They're looking for the idiots doing 90.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you stick out for whatever reason, they're not going to pull you over. Like, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's really irritating when I'm on the freeway. We're all doing just fine. There's a cop on the side, and bam, everybody brakes. Like, why do we do that?
I think the funniest thing to me is when the cops have somebody pulled over.
Oh, and everybody brakes.
And everybody is braking and braking and braking. I'm just like, dude, what do you think they're gonna do? Stop writing this dude a ticket and pull you over?
They're gonna be like, stay here, I'll be right back.
Like, dude's busy. Go for it.
Yeah, exactly. He's not looking at you. He's worried about the car that's there stopped.
And they're looking for the person that's abnormally going through traffic, right?
Yep.
Like, so.
Exactly. That's really frustrating.
It is. I honestly feel like I'm gonna start doing stories because I yell at traffic whether there are people in the car or not.
You're all.
I literally will scream.
You're
at
all
traffic.
Road Rage Episode 1.
Yeah.
Part 1. Road Rage Part 25.
I always tell most, I was like, I'm okay with it if you want to do it, but like when I get super irritated, if you start recording me and then we can post that later on, like it'll be fine because
you could bleep everything. It's all bleep, bleep.
Yeah, I'd have
bleep.
to.
It's all just.
I don't use normal curse words when I'm talking about traffic.
Oh my gosh.
I go extra hard with the hard C and.
Oof. That's a. Man, I don't like that word.
It's just a word, brother.
Yeah, it sounds so dirty.
Yeah.
The C word. And even the T word.
Titties?
No. TW? That's really bad.
TW?
Yeah. Ends with a T. Bro!
Really?
What do you...
Oh my god, I call my kids twats.
Oh my god. That's so bad. That is so bad, bro. And you can't put bad words on Instagram. You know, I got like students that I represent. They can't see this thing.
Your students?
Yeah, bro.
What students?
The students I volunteer with at church, bro. You can't be putting no cuss words on them. You gotta bleep this stuff out. I just don't. Yeah, just those 2 words. I just don't. I'm like, oh my god.
So they're only gonna bleep cunt and twat. We can leave everything else in.
No. Just bleep it, bro. We're gonna be on Instagram. You can't put bad words on Instagram.
Yes, you can. You
I
can't
know.
put the captions.
Just bleep it anyways.
Oh man, that's gonna take forever.
Won't stop cussing.
This is supposed to be a podcast, not.
I know. That's fine. Whatever.
We're not an ABC Family Hour show.
Well, we would be on PBS, but that stuff got canceled too. So
Oh
can't be on.
yeah. HC, we got a new American Pope.
We did. Yeah.
Are you excited because you're Italian?
No. It's funny though. My mom called me and said, they're announcing the Pope. They're announcing the Pope. They have white smoke, and I was like, okay, cool, that's great. And then she called me again. Like we talked for a while, and then she called me again, going, oh, it's an American Pope, and I was like, cool, awesome, that's great. I don't know. It's a very interesting thing, you know, to worship a pope. Like, talk about idolatry in its highest form. Like, I get it. I get who the Pope is. I get what the Pope stands for, and I no disrespect to that, right? That's the whole point of the church, right? That's how it was done.
Right.
But to look at a Pope and want the Pope's blessing like he's God is like, you can't do that. You know, it's just it's not. That's not what it's about, or that it shouldn't be what it's about.
Right.
I don't know. I was right. Maybe I ran over some
Water
plastic.
bottle.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. But
Water
anyways,
bottle
yeah.
hit a lockbox.
Oh, nice. Water bottles and lock boxes. That's all we have in our cars.
Said every realtor ever.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. But yeah, we have an American Pope, so you know Trump is like, this is great.
This is amazing.
He's
The greatest Pope of all time.
the church loves me.
God bless America.
Make the Pope great again.
Make the Pope great again.
MPGA, bro. Make Pope great again.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna make a hat of that.
That would be a good short to put on YouTube right there. MPGA, gotta get the hats. Make the Pope great again because we do well with popes when they're from the United States.
Every Pope loves me. The last one loved me. This one's definitely gonna love me.
Did you see they asked him, what did they ask? I'm paraphrasing, okay? It's not exact, so it's not fake news. Calm down, people. I'm paraphrasing. They asked him, like, about his faith, and he was like, I do very well with the evangelicals. They say, sir, we pray for you every day. And that's not what they asked him. They were like, tell us about your faith. And he's like, I do well with everybody. They love me.
Oh yeah.
They pray for me. So
Donald Trump doesn't seem like he's got enough ego to actually be a follower of.
Oh, dude, I love Trump, bro. He's the best stand-up comedian ever. I mean, I get it. He's trying, you know. He's trying to do things that he feels are good for us. I appreciate that, but sometimes it's
He is comical for sure.
I don't know. Sometimes it's
Hard to watch, yeah. It's like I'll listen to what he does, but man, I can't listen to interviews. Even the first time, I was just like, "Good Lord, somebody get this dude off the camera."
I mean, you put up a picture of yourself as
That's the Pope. I know,
right?
I know. I
then-
literally called to Melissa. I'm like, "This is an official White House post,
Bro, and
What
then-
is happening
and then
here?"
You have people going, well, nobody can take a joke. You don't do that as a joke. Like,
Not as an official White House,
like you're putting that up, like, and then I love all the like they had Conor McGregor as the Pope too.
Oh, yeah.
They had like all these other AI images that came out, but I'm like, for the White House to put that out,
Yeah.
I'm like, talk about blasphemy, bro. Like every evangelical Christian out there, or just Christians in general, you know, have to be like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
Right.
are you serious? You're putting yourself out there as the Pope? Like, you can't joke around about stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's too much.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's not. So I don't know. Whatever. That's why we have free will, I guess.
Yeah.
That's great. Are you gonna record us at the house, and is that gonna be like part of our
I don't know. Maybe.
travel cast? Bald and the Beardiful adventures.
Bald and the Beardiful do Yermo.
Do Yermo. Yeah, no kid. Oh, that's a great title. Episode 001. Although we're not talking to people directly, so it's
Some of us aren't.
some of us are. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to you.
Didn't you just tell people to calm down because it was it's just a joke?
What?
You said take a joke, everybody, take a joke. I'm just talking about a joke.
No. That's what they said on social media about the White House. So
Oh
they
no,
posted about
you said you were paraphrasing. You were like, oh no, I'm paraphrasing people, so don't don't get mad at me.
Because we're not necessarily talking to people directly, but at the end of the day, like, hey, this is a conversation we're having. So
Yeah.
like, I'm paraphrasing because if you say like, oh, they said this, it's like, oh my
who's
gosh, you're
they?
making stuff up. Yeah, you're making stuff up. No, like, I'm paraphrasing on the article, but yeah, people were like, oh, what, you can't take a joke? It was a joke. You can't put that up as a joke, bro.
Right.
It doesn't work. Sorry, it doesn't work. Maybe I was telling you to calm down.
Maybe. I wonder if the microphones will attach, because this has a USB-C slot, but I don't know if it...
I left them at work. Dang it. I should have brought them because then...
I know, but honestly, the DJI ones wouldn't fit in here. Mine have just a little cord, so I could just plug it right in.
Can't you use a male-female adapter? Like a short cord to put here, and then the female version goes into the male, or the male.
Yeah, if you have like a little extender, that would work too.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious, since we have, honestly, I'm thinking, I don't know how this 360 camera is going to work out with this, because number one, the editing on these things is a little bit rough. So if we're doing a lot of cuts, then that might be.
So is that why you're just constant recording?
Yeah, I'm just going to constantly record, just so I feel like if I can, I don't know, I'm just going to try it out. But I was just thinking, like, while I was standing out there waiting for you to get me, I was like, we have that other app where you can record, the two phones or whatever, but
oh yeah,
yep, you have to pay for the subscription or whatever, and I'm just like, this will record from two sides also, so like I almost wonder if I think that there's a different setting on here, so instead of 360, it'll just record two sides. So I'm wondering if maybe if I can play with the settings and find out if we have that mode to work with, that would be...
What I think is cool is that you can just edit the side that points to us.
Yeah.
While we're talking, so people don't see the dash in the beginning.
Yeah.
Or you can also put this side.
So that's why I keep the. That's why I keep the.
You can do like a picture.
I keep the angle this way because with these lens covers that I put on here so that the lens don't get scratched because they're expensive to replace. The seam on the side or whatever is a little bit kind of funky. So I always try to keep that in that line, because everything on this side will be clear and everything on this side will be clear, but everything right here in this little seam area will kind of be just a hair off. So I try to keep.
By the way, I don't know if how much dirt road there is, so just so you know, I have no idea.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Like when I get my truck back, I can make these trips there. My truck.
Yes. And then I can hold the camera.
And then you can hold the camera.
You're gonna have one buff arm from holding up the camera.
Well, I was honestly thinking next time I have I have a suction mount that just
you can put it right here.
Yeah, put it right there. I feel like,
or on your dash somewhere,
just right here in between us. Yeah. So honestly, I have it in my backpack. Your car's not as accessible as. So I can't reach back there. I'm too fat to reach back there.
Do you want me to reach back there?
No, I don't want you to reach back there. In my truck, I mounted I got a mount that hangs down right here, and then I can screw this in, and then I'll use it as like a dash cam because this has loop recording. So I'll put it on a 10-minute loop, so it'll just record for 10 minutes, and then it starts re-recording over that 10 minutes.
Is there an SD card in it?
Yeah. And then that way, if anything happens while I'm driving or whatever, then I have the previous 10 minutes leading up to the event that I can go back and look at in 360. So if I'm doing long work trips or whatever, I usually record those, just because it's I don't know, when I'm doing work related things.
Yeah. This drive is awesome. Why do I always get these listings that are far away, dude? I don't understand. It is part of the high desert technically, because it's Yermo is an extension of Barstow with Fort Irwin and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't get it.
I don't know.
And I always get the drama. Seriously, I always get the drama, dude. It's really busy. But you know what? Whatever, man. It makes life interesting. Makes it interesting for stories,
I always tell people real estate is very I don't want to say it's not easy, it's simple, but it's always different. The mile markers, the landmarks of each transaction, from meeting a person all the way till closing, all the landmarks are almost identical. right?
Yeah, it's the situation.
But it's every single thing in between the landmarks that keeps you on your toes and never gets old.
Yeah, it's not the transaction, it's the people.
Yeah.
It's the people, the situation, the the transaction is exactly the same from start to finish. You might have a few differences based on what kind of buyer you have. If it's a cash buyer, then you don't have an appraisal or whatever. But yeah, I mean, your transaction is exactly the same. But what people don't understand is it's the people involved and it's the situation that you have. And then and then they say we get paid too much. Oh yeah, like we're literally therapists. We are divorce consultants. We are consultants of life, financial advisors, estate planners. We are like anything you think of. Like I have one where it's in a court situation, and we got into escrow in November. We were supposed to close first week of February, and we're still not done because of the court approval for a Hague stack.
And that's supposed to be fast. Like that's not even supposed to be
what
how
happened
long.
was the attorney forgot to alert the mortgage company that they were doing a Hague stack petition. So we were supposed to be done in January, and then the judge delayed it to May. So we have like a week and a half left. Oh, speaking of, I sold. Where is it? This property right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Right by Ghost Town Road. Yeah. Gotta love Ghost Town Road.
It's been a hot minute since I've been to Calico Ghost Town.
I think I've been there one time.
Also, I don't even know how much this we'll be able to use because I don't even know how good this camera, this microphone is. I feel like
find out.
it might be some shitty ass audio, and we will not put that out.
Nope. But at least we had a good conversation. Yeah. And you can stop recording if you want, and we can pick it back up at the house. It's up to you. Unless you want to just keep recording and just edit things out that we don't want.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, hopefully you weren't recording when I was telling you about my issues.
Oh, your issues?
Yeah.